Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Okay, so today you are asked to have read pages 4 through 6 by today. So today we're going to review chapter 1. So in chapter 1, we learn about the main characters of the story, and we also learn about the setting of the story. So don't forget, guys, that the skill that we're learning this week is plot. So before we continue with the story, I want us to look at our plot. So I am including a plot mountain in your Google Forms. So let's review plot. So plot, you have the exposition, which is the beginning where the characters and setting are introduced. So this is what I'm really focusing on today on our plot mountain. Tomorrow, we will talk about the rising action, which is the part of the story that develops through a series of events that build interest and or suspense. Then we have the climax. The climax is the turning point of the story where the conflict reaches its peak. This is when the climax reaches the big problem. So this is like the best part of the story. And then you go into falling action, which is the events after the climax that lead to the resolution. So this is what happens after the boiling point. Then you get your resolution, the conclusion to the story that reveals the solution to the conflict. Okay? So in other words, think about your favorite movie. Okay? So everyone take a second, think about your favorite movie. In your movie, you should be able to tell me who the main characters are, where the setting of the movie takes place. You should be able to tell me how the movie starts, the problem of the movie, the actions after the problem, and then how the problem is resolved. Now, not always will the problem be resolved in a positive way, okay? So it will be resolved, but it won't always be positive. It could be negative. So today, we are focusing on the beginning where the characters and setting are introduced. We're concentrating on the exposition. So let's go to our story. So in chapter 1, we learn about the characters. We learn about where it takes place. And we also learn about a new family. So, who are our main characters? Well, when you read the very first sentence, we learn about twins who are not identical, but they're fraternal, named Nico and Isabel. We learn that Nico is very quiet, just kind of goes with the flow. And we learn that Isabel is very rambunctious and is in everything. Okay? Then we learn that we're in summer. Okay? And we learn that Grady and Jessica Peterson are the best friends of the twins. We learn that they spent a lot of time in the tree house. Okay? So, they spent a lot of time in the tree house, but the setting is really summer. That is where it's taking place. It's taking place in the summertime. Okay? We also learned that Nico and Isabel want to have a tree house, so they're hatching plots. They're hatching plots to get a tree house. As we keep going, we learn that a brand new family moves into the neighborhood called the Bradford family. Okay? And the family moves across the street from Isabel and Nico. Okay? Isabel's more curious on who this family is, and she wants to meet the new little boy that lives there because he's 10 years old. So we can assume and we can inference. So let's inference. How old do you think Nico and Isabel are? How many of you say they're 10? You're right. The reason why we know that they're 10 is because when we read here, it says that the Bradford family has a 10-year-old son named Andrew, and Isabel and Nico would love to meet him. So it sounds like that's about their age. They want to have him join their kickball team. Okay, so Isabel's more excited to meet him than Nico because, Nico's like, I can wait, let him get settled. Isabel's like, no, I need to be in their business right now. So then here we learn that they're putting up dark drapes. Okay, and Isabel's thinking, well, that's strange. Why do they need dark drapes? Why don't they want us to look inside the house? Okay, and Nico's thinking, it is what it is, and that's where it ends. So Isabel's thinking these people are odd. Okay, so that's what chapter 1 was about. Now let's go back to our Google Forms. Okay, you're going to put your first and last name. You're going to select your teacher. You are going to watch the video, which I'm going to put right here. Then you'll review the plot mountain, and don't forget today we're working on the exposition, the beginning where the characters and setting are introduced. You will choose the main characters of the setting, so you'll do the drop down box and choose which one. No, I'm sorry. This one's actually A, B, C, D. So you'll choose the main characters in the setting of the story. Then you will get into our word work. So the Johnsons had a pet, and you will do the drop down box and choose one. The Johnsons had a pet. The Thompsons and blank 3 children went to Disneyland for summer vacation. Here you will do the drop box and pick the correct there. Then you will read pages 7 through 9 for Wednesday. I've included pages 7 through 9, or you can log into your Raz Kids and read it from there. Okay, guys? Okay, happy Tuesday. Bye.